Hello all you wonderful people on YouTube. Today we're doing something a little bit different. We're gonna be diving into Magic the Gathering Online. Yeah, that's right, we're gonna be doing something different. We're not gonna be doing Crimson Vow Limited on Arena like we normally do. And the reason for that is exactly this. Innistrad Chaos Draft is available on Magic Online, where, from what I know, you will be drafting 3 different sets of Innistrad. The original one from, I don't know, over 10 years ago. The one from Return to Innistrad, the Eldrich Moon, and the newest one, if I understand correctly. So, let's give it a try, let's see how it goes. I never drafted any of the older ones, so it's also a chance to show off Magic Online as a program. So if you never used Magic Online before, this is how the main page will look like when you log in with your account. Like, it looks a little bit daunting if you never use it. You have like different kind of events here, like preliminaries, which means there are like tournaments that are happening online. You have your collection of Magic cards that you can actually trade and sell on Magic Online, not like with Magic Arena. If you want to play Standard or Modern, Legacy, Vintage, you have all of those things here. Also Commander, you can play that in, or Pauper, you can play that in Constructed. What we're interested in is this one, Limited. As you can see here, you can also have a few different things. You can have Premier events, which is like, I think, limited tournaments with 30 event tickets. One event ticket is basically $1. You have Draft, and here again you have different formats. We're going to be doing the Innistrad Chaos Phantom Draft. You have the Innistrad Crimson Vow, like the same as on Arena. You have the Modern Horizon 2 Draft. You have the Innistrad Crimson Vow Elimination Draft. So as soon as you lose one game, you're out. You play all these games. You play best of 3. So with sideboard, and you play up to 3 wins. With variety of rewards. If you're playing, for example, the Chaos Phantom Draft, it means that you don't keep the card at the end, but the entrance fee is lower, and also the rewards are lower. I think if you go 2-1, you get back your entrance fee, and if you go 3-0, you get back like, let's say the entrance fee was €10, right? You get back €15 if you go 3-0. If you play the elimination draft, let's see, I think it's €15 to enter, or 3 Innistrad Crimson Vow boosters plus 5 tickets. And if you win, like if you manage to go 3-0, I think it's like a really big payout. You get like double back or something. And you get Midnight Hunt Swiss Draft, so you play 3 games no matter what your score is, I guess, and then you're paid out based on that or something. I have not used Magic Online in a while, so not exactly sure about this one, but regardless, this is the one that we're going to be using. Innistrad Chaos Phantom Draft. You can enter with either 10 event tickets, so $10, or with 100 play points. That's something that you can get as a reward by doing events here. It's not something you can buy. The tickets you just buy from the store or from bots on the client. It's a limited event. You see the entry closes in 1 day and half an hour. And it says here on the bottom, this event is a phantom. Cards from this event will not be added to your collection. So we were going to be joining this, and we're going to be seeing how it actually works out. So as the first thing you'll notice, it's a lot less user-friendly. Well, this guy has 20 trophies, so that means that he went 20 drafts undefeated. So we're just gonna join a draft, and we're gonna see how it actually goes. The whole drafting part is pretty similar to the one that you see on Arena. You will see it's very, very similar. The games itself are gonna be quite a bit more clunky because you don't have the client itself helping you out or auto-resolving stuff for you like it does on Arena. You need to manually click cards that you want to like activate or use triggers or stagger triggers. You can put upkeep, you can like put stops on every phase of the game, and which is something that usually you just skip in Arena because you have like the untap, upkeep, draw. Main phase 1, beginning of combat, declare attackers, declare blockers, end of combat, main phase 2, end phase cleanup step, right? So you can just put stops on all of those parts for your turn as well as your opponent's turn. So you can do basically whatever you could have priority in real life, so in actual game of Magic in paper, that's when you can set a priority to stop in this client. Like for example, in Arena, to have that you need to do like full control, and even then you need to constantly press full control because it would automatically, the client would stop being in full control after one turn passes, I think. Here you can just put stops on whatever you want and it will stay for the rest of the game unless you change it yourself. So you have much more control here than on Arena. Otherwise, the competition on Magic Online is usually much harder than on Magic Online. I mean, depending. Let's say, I would say an average person playing on Magic Online, but doing the best of 3 draft, like we're doing now, is gonna be better than an average player you meet on best of 3 in traditional draft on Arena, right? And there is no best of 1 ladder here or anything. You cannot play just best of 1 games. You need to play best of 3. So if you would compare like to the level of people, how good they are, like I would say that most people who still go to Magic Online are people who have been here for a very long time, who prefer this more control to get from the client, who have like already maybe a large collection on the client that they can't transfer to Arena because maybe they play Modern, Commander, Legacy, Vintage, and these older formats, or Pauper. So an average player that you will meet here will probably be quite a bit better in Limited and probably also in Standard. So I would say like if you would compare the skill level, an average person on Magic Online would be like a Diamond, like Diamond and Mythic players. Probably also, like, of course you also have beginners, like people who just discover Magic, they found Magic Online, or they want to give it a try because they don't like how Magic Arena looks like, whatever. I'm just saying, like in general, the players here that you will find will be better than the ones on Arena. So we're gonna give it a try. I have not actually tried Magic Online for quite a while now, so hopefully we'll remember all the controls. I will try to hover over all the cards that we pick, so you will see also what the cards do, because it's not as easily seen as you can see it on Arena. And that's it. It's gonna take a while before we have the full 8 players in the queue, I guess, so I'll be back when we have the full queue and we start the draft. Okay, we are starting with the first draft. Let's see, we're starting with Innistrad's, the original Innistrad, that is. So, Creepy Dog is rare. Whenever it deals damage to a creature, flip a coin. If you win the flip, destroy that creature. Okay, interesting. It's 5 mana, 1/1 indestructible creature. Curiosity is a really good card. Whenever a change creature deals damage, draw a card. Slayer of the Week is probably good. Dark Ticket Wolf, it gets +2/+2. And you can activate only once each turn. I like Curiosity, but not sure how good it is, because I need to put it on flyers. I think that this guy's also pretty good. This enters battlefield, you may destroy target vampire, werewolf, or zombie. There were a lot of zombies, so in that set. So I'm gonna start with Slayer of the Wicked. We'll see how good of a decision that will be. Ah, okay, so that. So already the next pack is the newest, the Crimson Vow. Okay, that's interesting. Well, in this case, the best card probably would be the Blessed Bolt. But do we just want to stay on color? In that case, take Twinblade Geist. Whatever creature we play, we can give it double strike. That's pretty good. And we'll stay on color with the first card we had. Valor Stance is also not bad otherwise. I'm gonna stay on color, I'm gonna take the rare, I mean the white creature. Here the interlude is whatever. Here the next best thing would be, like the stay on color would be Dauntless Cathar, not a bad card. Here is Machinations, beginning of combat, return target creature is indestructible, not bad. And for one red and 1 generic, deals 1 damage to target blocking creature. Puncturing Glide, just a good removal spell. 3 mana, 3/2. I'm gonna take this, I think. Tauntering Light or Puncturing Light? I'm gonna take the removal spell. Another removal spell in Fierce Retribution, Rendering Flame. Like, we're seeing some... I don't know if other people are seeing the same boosters or not. If they are, I'm surprised that they're passing like a really good red removal spell. I think now we do move off of just the white, because Rending Flame is such a good card. And we could go into like red-white aggro. Usually when you don't know what to go for, going for an aggro deck, like in a new format, it's good rule of thumb. Artful Dodge can be blocked this turn. Creatures you control get +1/+1 till end of turn, and Faithful Hour have 5 or less life, they gain indestructible. Discards to... no idea what would be good here. I guess it's a 3 mana 2/1 flyer, it's not bad start. Burn at the Stake. Additional cost to cast the spell. Tap any number of untapped creatures you control, and it deals that 3 times the number of creatures tapped this way to something. The enchantments seem pretty bad. Zealous Strike is an okay combat trick. I'll take the Zealous Strike. We'll see, we have Rending Flame the sideboard accidentally. So we have 3 mana 2/1 flyer. When he enters battlefield, you may tap target creature. We have Twin Blade Geist, which has double strike. It's a 2 mana 1/1, and you can disturb it for 3 to give another creature double strike as an enchantment. Puncturing Light, destroy target attacking or blocking creature with power of 3 or less. Zealous Strike, target creature gets +2/+2 and gains first strike until end of turn. Olivia's Dragoon is like a really good black creature. Alchemist Greetings, good removal in red. This guy is a 0/3 for 3 that makes a Eldrazi. I'll take the Dragoon. We might be going into like also black-white. I think it's like it enables like some kind of a Madness synergies, for example. Cigar the Splendor, not really good. We'll take the Lamphold Harrier. Red 2-drop. We don't know yet if we're red or black. I'm gonna stay open as long as possible. Curiosity came around, huh? Typhoid Rats, 1 mana black creature. Curiosity is really good if you can put it on a flyer. If like maybe like a blue-white flyer stack, you can start drawing a lot of cards for that. It seems like we could be going like into a black-white deck. Like Olivia's Dragoon gains flying if you discard a card, which enables Madness cards, which you have like in this Eldrich Moon set. And Ragged Recluse also works for that, because it flips if we discarded something. So if we do go black, we would want to get back the Blood Fountain, I guess. It'd be like a mid-rangey black-white decks. You see, the way it looks is quite a bit different than what you're used to seeing in Arena. The cards are harder to recognize. You don't get to see them that well. Exile any number of targets creatures you control and you turn them the beginning of next end step. That's great if you have like some enter the battlefield effects. They're good. But we don't have anything particular yet, so I think I'm just gonna take the crows. Because when it enters the battlefield or dies, you mill 2 cards, which could be relevant, who knows. Nurturing Presence, maybe. Sanctuary Cat. Grounded. And a Plains. This can definitely go to the sideboard. So far it looks like we could be black-white, definitely. Not playing the cat. Terminus. Ooh, that's a spicy one. Ghostly Flicker. Wow, some interesting cards here. Put all creatures on the bottom of the owner's library. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield, creatures you control get +1/+1 till end of turn. I think that's a pretty good one. It's a 4 mana 2/2 though. Each opponent discards a card. If you have the creature's power. 3 mana 2/1 flyer. Deathwing. Deathwing, it seems like a good removal spell. Grave Exchange. Turn target creature from your graveyard to your hand. The target player sacrifices a creature, but it costs 6. Right, Ringleader. But whenever attacks human creatures you control get +1/+0. I'll take the Gold Knight Commander. It looks like a good card, even though the Deathwing seems like a really good removal. No, I'll take the removal now. It just seems too good. Okay. So it seems like we are gonna be black and white. In that case, we have this Mark of Purifier. We can't count on Groom's Finery to have the other part of it to make it good. But this by itself, you gain life. You can draw cards. I don't know how much life gain there is. We don't have anything at the moment. But it has lifelink by itself, so it's like a self-enabler. So we're gonna take it now and we'll see. Maybe we'll pick up some life gain along the way. We can prioritize that. And probably move this to the sideboard. Let's start sorting out the creatures and non-creatures, just to see a bit how our curve will look like. Dargrave Ghoul, I think it's gonna be really good. It's just 1 mana 2/2. Otherwise, Mark of Patrician, 3 lifelinker, which is great with Mark of Purifier as well. Burning Torch. Creature can be blocked by vampires or zombies, and you can step it and sacrifice a Blazing Torch and deals 2 damage to any target, which is very interesting. But for us, it's between Dargrave Ghoul and the Mark of Patrician. It's a 1 mana 2/2 or 3 mana 3/1 lifelink. Since we have this already, it might be better to go for the 3 mana lifelinker. When he enters the battlefield, remove target attacking or blocking creature from combat. 4 mana 2/2 flyer. Okay, Break of Day. Creatures you control get +1/+1. Aha, Fateful Hour. If you have 5 or less life, they get also get indestructible. Midnight Guard. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield, untap Midnight Guard. And Highborn Ghoul, Intimidate. It can only be blocked by creatures that are artifact creatures or black, or it's like creatures that share the type with it. I'm not sure. But it's double black, so that might actually come around. So we're gonna take the Midnight Guard, I think. Or do we want the Intimidate guy? I'll take the Intimidate guy. Sigardo's 8. I'll take this and go for Modern. Must be blocked if able, but it's Slayer's Cleaver gets +3/+1, but it costs 4 to equip it. Must be blocked by Eldrazi if possible. I'll take the 3 mana 2/1 flyer. Militia Railer or Glutinous Guest. We don't have much blood synergies because we're gonna have so few cards that give us blood. So whenever he gives himself 1, but we're gonna have so few of them, so we're not getting much left off of him. So it's gonna be 1/4 for 3, not very good. So I think I'm gonna take a Militia Railer instead. Behold the Beyond. Discard your hand, search your library for 3 cards, put them into your hand, and shuffle. It's like an expensive tutor, I guess. Hope against Hope. Yeah, enchanted creature gets +1/+1 for each creature you control. As long as it's a human, it has first strike. Well, that seems like a really good for us, and I think we're gonna have a lot of humans. Ecstatic Awakener, it was great in the Midnight Hunt. I imagine it's gonna be great here as well. Definitely taking that. Let's see, what does that land do? Whenever it enters battlefield, you gain 1 life. Whenever an angel enters battlefield, you gain 1 life. Not for us. It's a 5 mana Soulbound, 2/5, which means that whenever he enters battlefield, it and the Soulbound creature, whichever you choose, they both get Vigilance. And whenever a new creature enters the battlefield, you can Soulbound this creature with that new one, and also give the new one then Vigilance instead of the previous one. We'll take Evolving Wilds. It helps us to fix our mana a little bit. It's gonna be good. Probably don't care about any of these cards. Let's sort this out a little bit. This we'll probably put to the sideboard for now. Break of Day, so it's like a Anthem effect. I guess we'll take the rare. It's a Phantom Draft anyway, so you don't get to keep the cards. We're gonna take that because we might play against people in our pot, and that card can be annoying. Nevermore, and we opened a mythic, like a full mythic, green Corpse. That's a really cool card for Commander. Not for us really. For us, we're gonna be either taking Nevermore, enters the battlefield, choose a non-land card name. Spells with chosen name can be cast. Unfortunately, not something for limited because we don't know what our opponent's gonna be playing. Corpse Lunge. As additional cost to cast a spell, exile a creature from a graveyard. It deals damage equal to exile card's power to target creature. It's kind of a removal, but I think I'm gonna take the Ghoul Razor. When it dies, when it enters the battlefield, return a zombie card at random from your graveyard to your hand. Now, I don't know how many zombies we actually have, but seems like still the best card here, other than like Abbey Fiend. Let's see, how many zombies do we have even? Vampire, 1 zombie, Spirit, zombie, vampire, Spirit. I guess the Griffin will be better, we have very few zombies. Kindly Ancestor, like this guy gets better here, Vampire Slayer, because there are more vampires in older sets, I think. But I just kind of like the versatility of the Kindly Ancestor. It's a like lifelinker, which is I think kind of really good ability, and you can disturb it back to give something else lifelink. Other than that, Distracting Guys is also good. I'm kind of worried we have a lot of 3-drops, not much else. Though, so we might just need a 2-drop, and it might be more relevant than normal, its ability. So good werewolves. Another Evolving Wilds. As long as equipped creature is a human, it gets an additional 1/1. Okay, we might just take the heavy meta and try to help us buff our creatures up a bit. Hopeful Initiate removed. when it has training, or just Valor Stance as a probably good removal. I'll take the Valor Stance. Not anything for us, I think. Ghoul Flash gets -1 and it's a black zombie in addition to its other colors. Types. It's a 1/1 human that gains us 3 lives. It's a 1 mana 1/2. Can block humans. All really cards that we don't want to pick. I'll take just this and move it to the sideboard immediately. Not something that we're going to be interested in playing. Here again, nothing for us. Yeah, not even 1 card for us, so I'll just take whatever. Liliana's Elite gets +1/+1 for each creature card in your graveyard. That would actually be good. We have a lot of 3-drops. Five mana 3/5. Whenever put target card from your graveyard on the bottom of your library. Not anything we really want. Shattered Glass. You can mill yourself. No, we don't have any synergies with that. I'll guess I'll take the 5/5. Probably not gonna play it. We have 17 creatures. We have a really unusual deck. Nevermore came back, obviously, as well as the Ghoul Raiser. I'm interested that the Geist Flame came back. I think it's not the bad of a card. And Silent Departure is like a really good card. I guess we're taking the Ghoul Raiser. Probably not gonna play that. We might play Militia Railer. We do have more synergies with humans. Not that much with Ghoul Raiser because it's a zombie. I think you can check somewhere like your types, like you can sort by type or something. Bar the door, no. Yeah, but move to the sideboard immediately. I think that's basically what our deck's gonna be. We have 1 Evolving Wild, so we need to make one. We have 27. We need to make 4 cuts then. Nurturing Presence, Zealous Strike. We're seem to be like a really aggressive. We have just a bunch of 2 and 3 mana stuff. Yeah. Not amazing, I need to say that. But hey, it's an interesting one. Let's see what we make out of this deck. What we can actually do. 19 creatures, I probably will be able to cut some creatures. What does this card even do? The Malicious Intent. Creature has tap, target creature can block this turn. Interesting effect. Howl of the Hunt. Not good in Midnight Hunt, not good here, I guess. Okay, so after you finish with the draft, you come to the deck building part, which is again, I would say much less intuitive than the one where everybody's now used on Arena. All the cards are much smaller, so let's size it up a little bit to see what we actually have. So we have 28 cards, including a land. So without a land, it's 27. We need to make 4 cuts. For starters, let's sort it out. Like, you have better way of sorting, at least because you can like group creatures separately. For example, you see what exactly we have from spells and creatures. So we have some pump effects. Okay, we have some removal, combat tricks, and equipment and enchantments. Kind of both removal, enchantment, combat trick, I would say. So Nurturing Presence. These are really usually good on flyers because you can keep boosting them and making them fly. So let's take out this, for example. How many humans do we have? Can we check that? We have 1 spirit, human, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6 humans, because this Hope Against Hope gets better if you equip it on a human, because then it gets also first strike. And the Heavy Medoc, if it's equipped to a human, it gets +1/+1. So it gives a creature +2 instead of +1. I don't think we want to cut any of the 2-drops or 1-drops because we don't have that many. We do want to probably cut something on the 3-drop department. Probably the Ghoul Raiser, because we don't have that many zombies. He would get us back the Ghoulborn. These are all vampires or spirits. Like mostly we have like spirits or vampires. We have this zombie bird. The Liana's Elite is a zombie. And this guy, of course, himself is a zombie, so otherwise he's just a 3-mana 2/2, so we're gonna cut that thing. Like, I don't know, the rat's good even. Lifelink, Liana's Elite, crows are like whatever. I mean, they're a flyer, but kind of whatever. Flying Vigilance with 4 mana, 2/2 Flying Vigilance. Probably we can cut that thing also. Let's just put them by colors. So when it enters the battlefield or dies, you mill 2 cards, which is just a downside for us because we don't have any like way of using that actually. Nimbus of the Mist. What does this do again? When he enters the battlefield, you just tap something. Okay. And Dawngryph. It's a 3-mana 2/2. Zilla Strike gives us +2/+2 and against first strike. Let's say that we cut the crows. We have 23 cards then. 16 creatures, 7 non-creature. We add an Evolving Wilds, and then we add the lands. It automatically recommends you how many lands you should have, similar to Arena. Like for example, for us it says that we should have 9 plains and 7 swamp. Plus the Evolving Wilds we already have, makes it 17. I do think I wanted a bit more balanced. So let's go 8 and 8. That gives us 9 and 9 of 9 mana of sources of each, together with the Evolving Wilds. Because we do have only one card that's double colored, which is Highborn Ghoul, that you want to play with double black. So let's try to act like that. Let's combine both groups. This is what the deck looks like at the moment. So yeah, then when you're done, you save the deck and you get to play 3 matches with it. So let's go. Okay, we are matched. We get to start the first one. Let's see how well our horrible looking deck will perform. Hopefully not that bad. Okay. Here you also have a chat, so you can actually talk to your opponent, and you have a clock. We all both have 25 minutes to play our part of the entire match. We want the die roll. Would I like to play first? Yes, please. And underneath here, you also have the controls in case you forget what stuff actually does. Yeah, I think it's a keepable hand. Let's see. I will need to also read again what exactly the controls do. And how do you open the chat again? Okay, let's just play our stuff. That's it. I remember that the number 1 is okay, and that's about it. That's it. How do you... You see, so I currently have my stops. These white arrows mean where my stops are currently set for at my main phase, my attack phase, my block phase, and my second main phase, and at my opponent's end step, because that's where I usually want to cast instances. So it goes back to my main phase immediately because I don't have any stops in the upkeep. I don't have anything to play because this costs 3 and this also. So we just pass our turn. Like, usually you have a chat here. I can't remember exactly now how to open it, but I'll show chat. Okay, a Vampire Slayer. Well, that kind of kills our Mark of Attrition, so I mean, it trades for it at least. And like, this guy can't be blocked then by this guy, which is great. How does this much equip to? So for 5 mana I can play it and equip it. I think we just want to be mana efficient. And so you need to actually manually tap all the lands that you want to use for casting something. Gravedigger's Cage. Okay, interesting card. Normally something that you use on sideboard. Not exactly sure it's going to be very useful against us. Fortunately, we can play the Highborn Ghoul as well as the Ragged Recluse. We can attack, then we'll just trade, and we need to use the combat trick for that. But I guess I'm also okay trading off. He has three different colors. Interesting. I think I'm okay just attacking, trading off if he will want to. Like I imagined he does because he can't raise that. Yeah, I'm gonna trade it off because I think we can use the trick for something better. Or do I just want to then play... This guy is actually better. I'm actually gonna play the Recluse because... how do you again undo? I'm gonna play the Zombie because he's harder to combine with something else because he needs double black to be used. And I'm pretty sure that this that Intimidate is that can only be blocked by creatures that share a color with it or are artifact creatures. Okay, we can play actually the 5-drop and we soulbound it with the ghoul, which means that both creatures will then have vigilance. So we can block this and have good attacks. So we're going to be doing that. And you need to click the cards and pair it. So now it has vigilance as long as they are both on the battlefield. And I think when you play the next card, the next creature, you can just soulbound that new creature with the spectral guy, spectral ghost, gate guard. And then of course the ghoul will not be paired with it anymore. Creature has Intimidate. Okay, you can give it Intimidate himself. It is still able to be blocked by the gate guards. But it won't kill it because it has free toughness. We can, this is a spirit, not a creature, but we can play this and equip it. I'll play a land as well. And I'll put it on the ghoul because it has, it still has Intimidate, so it can be blocked. Although might have been better than to put it on the gate guard, because then it would actually eat his dude if he again attacks. Well, so far so good. Like as you can see, the gameplay itself is quite a bit more clunky and slow than on Arena, but people say that it's much more close to what Magic is supposed to be on paper. Well, he's again attacking, even though he could just give it back on blocks. I guess not really, but like he could have any number of combat tricks that would kill our guy, and we're kind of doing okay now. So I'll rather wait another turn and have a combat trick up and just take 2 damage. We're on 23. We don't care if we take a bit of damage. We're just gonna be attacking again. We attack with Vigilance for 5, so... And now we can just play the Ragged Recluse. We have no way of flipping it at the moment. We don't have anything that will make it anything to discard, but it's okay for now. It's just adding another body to the board. Not gonna play the planes because we already have the mana to play anything we want, and just in case he has something that makes us discard, I don't want to discard our combat trick. Now that we have another card, I'm gonna play the Evolving Wilds to thin the deck a bit. We could re-equip this to this, and it will get +2 because it's human. And humans get additional +1/+1 wearing the Heavy Madoc, because it's, I guess, a flavor win. But this guy does not have the... he doesn't have Vigilance, because he was not soul bonded with the Spectral Gate Guards. He'll need to start doing something, otherwise he's dead. Okay. Flare of Fate gets +2/+2 until end of turn. If it's a human, it gets +3/+3 and indestructible, and it is obviously a human, so it will just kill our guy. 4, 6, we don't get to kill him just yet, but fine, okay, whatever. Then we're just gonna equip this to this guy again and be done. It was pretty obvious he had some kind of a combat trick because he had like 4 cards in hand, he didn't play any of them. But yeah, we got the first game. Let's go to sideboarding. So what he was like a 3-color, I don't even know, just 3-color deck, nothing special. We did not see much from him to really be able to sideboard, not that we have much to sideboard. He had that thing that would the Argraph Cage, which is just a horrible card to main deck, I think. Even in Innistrad, where there's a lot of flashback and everything, because now, like in our game, he literally did not do anything. He did not have any flyers. I don't think we really want to change anything, right? We're just gonna resubmit the deck the way it was. Like it could be that our opponent is for the first time drafting any of the older Innistrad sets, like we are. Like especially the original Innistrad has been so long ago that I imagine a lot of people have not even been playing Magic back then. We are on the draw now. I think that somewhere here that you have that option to show you the cards. Preview panel? No. You do need to play a bit faster here. You don't have a timer, you can just spend like 10 minutes on one turn, but you do just ran out of your total clock, like we're already down 17 minutes left. And if we lose this game, we need to play with the same clock the third game as well. So it can just take forever to do something. Okay. Here it is. Okay, got the preview panel. So now if we look at the card, we get to actually see what it does. It's going to be a bit easier. Each player draws a card and discards a card. Yeah, if you make both of us draw a card and discard a card, I don't mind it. Like I could play the Militia earlier, but if he kills the other creature, it can't even attack itself. So I think I'll just play the Patrician. Okay, so it's the fastest clock here. If he doesn't have anything again. And how many cards is this guy playing? Like he has 60, I only noticed now. He has 61 cards after drawing the initial one. Like the initial 7. Okay. So I guess he's like a beginner. That would also explain the multicolored deck and everything. Like okay, what does this do? Gets +1/+1, has pay 1 black and regenerate this creature. Oh, not a bad enchantment. It's Jadar. That's actually the card we got now in the newest set, right? I mean, in the Midnight Hunt. Nice, great to see that. And black, like this guy, and he was playing green in the last game, so he's just playing what, all colors? Well, first let's still go to attacks. No need to make mistakes, even if our opponent is a beginner. No, I'm just gonna play the guy with the biggest attack, so to shorten up the clock as much as possible. Okay. So here you can also see the ability explained, Soulbound. You can pair this creature with another unpaired creature when either enters the battlefield. They remain paired for as long as you control both of them. So you can't repair it with something else unless the original creature with Soulbound leaves the battlefield. I think I'm gonna just remove the 2-drop. We want to play the 5th land when play the Spectral Guards to give a creature vigilance, or we can have like the Dawn Griffin plus the removal ready. That thing we can just kill with the Puncturing Light when it blocks. So in that case, we're just gonna attack first, and we're gonna use the Puncturing Light when he blocks. Another shortcut you have on Magic Online is you can, when you go to attack phase, you can right-click, attack with all creatures. Don't go the concede game, which you can misclick. Need to be careful. Okay, need to place a trigger on the stack. And the opponent also always has priority now. Even if he has no cards in hand and nothing on the field, for example, he's all tapped out, he will still get priority, not like Arena where you are just skipped, like your turn is just skipped if you have nothing to play, because the game knows that you can't do anything. Actually, we can like I imagine he's just gonna try to use that, right, to give it first strike. But so, and if not, we're gonna punch and glide it still. Yeah, he's gonna use the mana to punch right to give it first strike, and we're gonna kill it. And we play the flyer, and I think it's gonna be GG next turn. Surprising that he was able to draw 3 colors of mana with okay, so he gains it for a turn, he attacks, so he gets 5 more lives. Surprised that he has all 3 colors, I mean 3 of the, I guess 4 colors at least, with him playing so many cards in the deck. Like he still has 56 cards, like that's even more than if you would play like Constructed, so I guess he's really a new player. And this is kind of a like pretty terrible thing to be as a new player. Yeah, he just gave up. Like, first of all, you're a beginner, you playing Magic Online, which is very unintuitive, like it's hard even for more experienced players sometimes. And he's obviously new to drafting, and he drafted like a Phantom draft set of like some really old sets that he doesn't know any of the cards probably. He would be much better trying to install like Arena, trying to go through the tutorials, playing against Sparky to understand how the game is even supposed to be played before he goes here. Now he just wasted 10 euros doing this draft because I'm pretty sure he's going to go 0-3 in it. But unfortunately, like I tried to write to him on chat, but he maybe did not even know how to open the chat to see the message. Okay, we are ready for match number 2. Let's see who we are paired against now. Lara Croft Womb Raider. Okay, already worried. Mulligan to 6 or keep. We have a 5-drop and 2 tricks, so we were gonna mulligan. 6 lands and a 3-drop, yeah. Gotta keep, but not much better either. Gonna put the land away. Definitely not a good start this time. Let's see if our other opponent knows where the chat is. Okay, at least we draw 2-drop something to the next turn. Let's see. Curse of the Pierced Heart. So we're gonna be taking every upkeep, our upkeep, because we're the enchanted player, we're gonna be taking 1 damage. So we have a bit of a clock going on. With the Liliana's Elite being bigger, for each creature card in our graveyard, we are really inclined in trading stuff off. Because it's like it's a passive, it's constantly checking how big it should be, like how many cards we have in the graveyard. Hopping Zombie, well, we saw that card before. That's kind of unfortunate, because if we trade off, we just give him, he just gets another zombie, but it has that touch, it will trade off eventually. And we get to grow our elites that way. So I'm still offering a trade. And we need to start pressuring him. Like, this is really slow clock, but it still gives us some kind of inevitability, right? And he has multiple curses. Okay, he went all in on the curses, I guess. Curse of the Bloody Tome. At the beginning of our upkeep, we mill 2 cards. So we're gonna mill our 2 cards and take a point of damage. Interesting though that he didn't want to attack with that. So, okay, they both happen. We don't have anything to do in response to the triggers happening. We mill the Exciting Awakener and the rats. Well, that does grow our Liliana's Elite at least. So we are gonna attack again. Hopefully he will want to trade off now, because he's taking 4 damage otherwise. And then we just play a 3 mana 3/3 Elite. No trade? Okay, well, we're still gonna play this. We're gonna be still milling ourselves next upkeep, so if we mill another creature, it's gonna be then 4/4. Now we can give it indestructible next turn. If it would kill it, it exiles it instead. That's a good spell, yeah. Pillar of Flame, really good card. It's similar to the Bolt that we have now in the newest set. Just this one was able to go to the face as well. So it's but it's sorcerer speed, so a bit of a gain and a little bit of a trade-off, I guess. Yeah, let's also will to that, so we don't every time get asked what we want to do. So again, 2 creatures milled. If we attack with this, he's gonna obviously block. We need to use the pump spell. I mean this to save it. So I'm just gonna play the Spectral Gate Guard and I'm gonna give my flyer Vigilance, I think. Or I could give just this guy Vigilance and because we do have a way to save it next turn. Like, unless he has exactly a way to do it, to take care of it now. But I'm just gonna attack with the flyer. And our opponent is not drawing lands, it seems. He did get all 3 mana, which was very lucky, I guess. But he did not draw the 4th land yet. So we do want to try and close off the game as soon as possible. So let's put our graveyards like this, so we see what we have a bit better. Loses 3 life, puts a card from their hand on top of their library. Okay. Okay. Very random card. And what side is that from? Really, Eldrich Moon? I don't remember that thing. Also, not something that you would generally want to be playing. Just 3 mana, deal 3, and okay, we need to redraw our card, but it's not like it's a big deal for us. I guess he does mill it now, so yeah, that's not something I thought about. I should have put the land on top. Forgot that we're gonna be milled in the upkeep. Yeah, kind of unfortunate that we did not put the land down. Well, I'm just gonna attack him with these 2. If he takes it, great, he goes down to 8. If he blocks this, then he at least loses the Death Toucher, and we can attack with the Liliana's Elite next turn. Just take it like a champ. Okay. Yeah, I'm not used to playing against the curses, that's why I completely forgot we're gonna be milled in the upkeep. But thankfully we're still in a decent position. Now we can't attack with this anymore, because it just bounces off from that. But hopefully we're gonna draw something relevant. And not mill all of our good stuff. Mill the Slayer of the Wicked, which would be great because it would kill the zombie. But we'd also milled another plains, and we'd run another plains. And the Elite is now 6/6. Unfortunately, if we had the Valor Stance, I would just give it indestructible when we attacked. Then we would be in a great position. No, not so much. We just need to kind of outdraw out of our land situation. Well, we're still hitting him for 2 in the air, so he's dead now in 4 turns. We're dead in 11 to that thing. So as long as he's bound also to draw some lands eventually. Like he only drew 3 lands in the first 8. It's his 8th turn. And he's almost through the half of the deck. Ooh, that's a good card. 5 mana 4/4 trample, and it gets +1/-1 for each red you pay. And for 7 mana you can transform it. The werewolves in the Eldrich Moon set had this ability that you could just transform it by paying mana for it. Unfortunately he got rid of our flyer, so now we don't have even a clock on him anymore. But if we just find a removal for the Hoppling Zombie, we're in a good position because he doesn't have anything to do. Take care of the Liliana's Elite. Of course, we mill our flyer and another land, and we draw still another land. Or we can play the Evolving Wilds at least to get rid of another land from the deck. We don't have that many left, right? We have 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have 5 lands left, 17 cards. Man, if we had that Valor size, it would be already game over probably. Because we would be able to keep attacking with Liliana's Elite. When it dies, we discard a card at random. At least gonna be getting rid of one more land from the deck. Yeah, like we still have some decent stuff to get. Hopefully we don't again just mill to... Yeah, exactly what happened. We milled a removal spell and an enchantment, which was okay, but not that relevant. Okay, this is great. Okay, this is great. Now we actually have an attack. Now we can, this can actually kill the Death Toucher. So we can attack. Finally. Okay, we'll kill the Death Toucher. Okay, now he just gets a 2/2 zombie, but it doesn't have that touch. And it has Decayed actually, so it can't even block. The cat dies, we discard the card at random from our hand, but it's just a land, so whatever. So hopefully now we're gonna be able to push through a bit more. Now slowly the clock is getting to us, right? He is milling us to a turn, which in limited is not irrelevant. And at 1 damage, like he already did like what, 8 damage over the course of the game. So it is some kind of a pressure for us to end the game. Okay, Break of Day. Our creatures get +1/+1 and can gain indestructible if we have 5 life or less, which is not really relevant. But we will be attacking with both because they do have vigilance. Like, okay, sure, he's just throwing stuff under the bus to kill it, which, okay, it means that he needs to draw a creature every turn to block it, or some way to deal with the creature. Each opponent sacrifices a creature. Okay, that's not a bad card. He can sacrifice his zombie token, and it makes us sacrifice our Spectral Guard and Gate Guards. He will need to jump block it now, at least. And he might just mill us out, like he just needs to giving a double strike. Without that does not do that much, but yeah, who knows, maybe the Liliana's Elite is gonna go the distance. He does need to keep blocking it. And extra, if we pump both, this is like a 2-power double striker still. It can also kind of surprise him out of nowhere. Like at the moment, he had 3, 5, 6, so he could just like have lands also in hand, and he needs to block Liliana's Elite now to not just die to that. Like, but he will see our whole deck basically. Oh yeah, milling all of our creatures, drawing our lands. That's how it usually goes. If we didn't have this Liliana's Elite growing bigger every time we mill creatures, like, it would be already dead. And now he needs to block this. Unless he has a removal for it. Now we could use this to give this double strike, but still 4, then he goes to 3. I don't think it's worth it. Like, we don't know where it could be useful somewhere. Like, he's dead to this anyway, and it doesn't have any abilities. So next turn, again, if we use this, this is still only 4 damage. So, like, but we could draw, like, under a creature or something. I don't know. How many? We have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We have one more, maybe one more land in the 4 cards we have. So we only have 2 more up. No, because we in the upkeep, we only have 1 more turn, I guess. Pay 4 life, regenerate. That he will not be able to do. He will need to jump block this. So I guess it's our last turn. Milled these 2 cards. So we don't have any lands left. The last card in the deck, well, almost the last card. We tap down that thing and we win. Otherwise, next upkeep we would get milled out. So he almost got us with that. It was incredibly close. I don't think we have any enchantment removal, which would be great against that. Or put target card from your graveyard on the bottom of the library. I think we need to actually get this golem. Otherwise we'll just get, and hope not to mill that guy. None of these are relevant. None of these are relevant. Wow, Liliana's Elite doing work. Like, that card just became unstoppable when he was milling us out. GG. Whew, well, we managed to get the first game. Let's see, do we have anything that we really don't care about? What do we take out? I guess maybe Break of Day. Just pumping our creatures is not that relevant. Man, like, exactly. We had only 2 cards left, and one of them, I don't know what the other card was, but I think it was the Maddock. Not sure. That's probably the only card in the deck left that could save us in that spot, like to tap down his blocker and kill him, because we did not get another draw after that. We would be milled in the next upkeep. Let's see, he mulligans to 6 cards, but we're gonna keep it. We have a 3-drop. We have quite a few 2-drops as well, so we're on the draw, so we have good chances of drawing one by turn 2. Okay, we have some more removal this time around, so we hopefully won't be just bricked by a dead zombie immediately. Okay, well, this guy wears the Maddock really well. Giving it +1/+1, it already has double strike. Could be really good. Curse. Yeah, the clock starts fast. Now the question is, do we want to play just more to the board, or play this already? This means that this turn we still only deal 2, but next turn we have 4 mana. We equip it. It deals 4, but we again have only 2 mana. Then, like, to kill a blocker, I guess. If you do this now, 3, next turn 4 we can play this, but not much else. I think I'm still gonna add to the board first, because if he also has a removal, then playing this really slows us down, and we don't have that much time. We just need to try to apply pressure. Like, we're still killing him for 2 a turn now. And we have some removal in hand in case he plays something. See, yeah, if we played just this, he would kill our only creature and we would have nothing then. Again, mills us for 2. Unfortunately, we milled our golem, which would put stuff back in our deck, which was the only relevant sideboard card against him that we had. We're not really going to be using this ability, probably to draw cards. So... but if we attack, he's gonna block for sure. We need to use a removal spell. I'm gonna play this. Next turn we have 5 and we can play the Magic and equip it on this guy. So I'm just not gonna attack the 1 turn. And he again has all 3 mana, and he had the black for the zombie, the 1 red he needed for the annihilation, and the blue for the curse. Like, puts a card on top, so whatever we put on top, we're gonna mill out, right? Yeah, we're gonna mill the land. I want to keep both the removal spells, so we can still play the Matok and just not equip it. Or we can just play this guy and kill it. He does get a target vampire, werewolf, or zombie. I think we're just gonna play this guy out. I can't remember if he has any more useful zombies to take care of. Yes, please destroy him. He gets a 2/2 Decayed Zombie, and we attack him for 4. And we get some life back, which might be relevant if he has another, again, the other curse, but now I think we're have fast enough clock that it's not relevant. That is only really good if you turned exactly turn 2 and the game goes long. Then it can start applying pressure, and even then the game does need to go long for that to be relevant. Yeah, okay, you exile it as well. So we do lose that ability. Well, if we do draw land, we can play the Matok and equip it. This thing still can block. Did not do that, but so we just attack with both and play Aurelier. We still have a decent enough clock on him. We're hitting him for 5 a turn. I'm not going to draw cards with the Purifier, because the main way I think we could lose this game would be to just get decked again by the curse, and we have enough to do with our mana right now, and we have enough stuff in hand to use. Like if he plays any blocker, anything that can block, we can do this for 3 already now. Or we can, if he's something small, we can also use Puncture and Glide to kill a blocker. Yeah, that kind of gets around both. I guess this is the zombie that this could kill, but... what don't I care about? I guess this guy, because he can't attack alone. He's the weakest. Again, mill 2. I'll draw another one. We're gonna just attack and use a Deathwing on this. So we can give it -3. So it will be a 2-1. It will still trade off with Deathwing. So if it trades with Deathwing, then we can also do it for... Then I'd rather just add to the board one more guy and just not attack and do it next turn, because next turn if we draw another land we can't do it then for 4. We can just kill it off, and we only milled 3 lands and drew 4, so we still should have 10 lands in our 17 cards. So it's really likely that we will draw another one. Heaven Gold Vampire, whenever he deals damage to the player, put a 1/1 counter on it. Whenever another creature dies, put a 1/1 counter on it. Okay. Ooh, I've accidentally just skipped to combat immediately. Well, regardless. You can really pass through phases really fast if you're not careful. So just this, so he takes 6, and in this case we do target this for 3, so it does gives it -3, and it doesn't kill our vampire. He takes 6. This guy grows, but whatever. At the moment he still has 3 power less, so we can just kill it with this next turn. Play the land. Don't use the ability. Okay, so he has 2 blockers, but we can kill one of them. So he blocks the biggest 2, he takes 1 from that. Or I can just play the Matok and equip it to the smallest one. He stepped out, so yeah, that's gonna be it. Right, this is equipped too. Yeah, we equipped to the smallest guy. GG. The opponent sees it too. We got it. Got a second win. Second match won. Wins the match. Nice. We'll be back with match number 3. Okay, we're back. We won the second match as well. Let's go to the last one. Maybe we can actually get a trophy in our first Innistrad Chaos Draft. Anyway, guys, if you like what you see, don't forget to leave me a like down in the video. Maybe leave a comment. Like if you got this far, just write Innistrad is awesome. Just to let me know that you got to this point. Every single comment and every single like really helps the channel grow. Like to get the almighty YouTube algorithm to promote it to more people. So you just your way of showing that you like what you're seeing and that you want other people to notice it as well. Okay, found a match. Let's go. Let's get the last one going. If our opponent will join. Okay, yeah, got it. He has a mythic frame. I think that means that he drafted M21 like a bunch of times and got this as a kind of a reward. Some creatures, some lands, good hand. We're on the draw, I guess. He mulligans to 6. Keep. And we are on the draw. Ooh, okay. Well, that card we know pretty well. Hopefully it's not some really fast start, because we have a bit of a slow hand. Red gun also. Wow, are we playing the same format? Like, is he playing Crimson Vow and then playing Chaos Draft? That's a hell of a start. 1 drop, 2 drop into 4 drop. Yeah, looks like it, because he did not attack with that guy. Oh yeah, 4 mana, 2/3 dead, reach dead touch. Fuck, what is that thing even? Spider? Oh, okay, well that kills it at least, because then I was already worried for a second. I guess we play the flyer. Okay, if our opponent's gonna be ramping out into huge creatures immediately, not gonna be good. Definitely not blocking there. Oh my god. Undying. So whenever he dies, it comes back with a 1/1 counter. Guys, I think it's gonna be a fast game, and I don't think it's gonna be going well for us. 4/1 Undying. Fuck. He's got 1 card left in hand. Soulbound. As long as he's paired with other creatures, they both have that touch. Okay. Nightshield Peddler. He's got a really cool looking green-red deck. Very aggressive. So this guy's not that touch. Yeah, I need to block the biggest, I think. Okay, yeah. I was like, and he has a trick. And this doesn't even kill that thing. So we just need... And this kills something with toughness 4, which is nothing on this board. 4, 5... We just need to try to stabilize. He doesn't have any cards in hand, so we just need to try to survive. Okay. Just attack all every time. Block like that. Kill that thing. Get some things off of the board at least. Yeah, tap down, whatever. Yeah. Land, so if we put this, it gets +1 plus each creature controls. It gets at least +1/+1. It's 3/2. I'm gonna use it. It's gonna be at least +1/+1, so it can block the 1/1. And I'm gonna let the wolf through one time. Next turn I can block it and just give my guy indestructible, I guess. Oh my god, constantly something. Solitary Hunter, and he can soulbound it, so it gets that touch. Now this guy also has that touch. And this guy, when he flips, he becomes one of the pack, and it's just a 5/6. Okay, 5/6 vanilla creature. Guess we need to kill that. Yeah, and we need to kill off that thing. This does not help at all. I think the last one might be fast. He transforms. This is the old werewolves. The original way it was that they flip if one turn neither of the players casts a spell, not just the active player, or the player who controls them. Toughness 4 greater. Can he just like draw a few lands for a change? Fuck. What does this do? It's 4 mana to 3 whenever it enters the battlefield. If a creature died this turn, which it did, return a creature at random from your graveyard to your hand. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. His deck is Hand Taxidermist, which is... Now he has 4 creatures in the graveyard, so it's a 4/4. Nice, nice. Yeah. No need to show that because we are dead. Well, that deck is very consistent, much better than ours, it seems. Let's see, do we have anything that we can use? No, not really. Our deck is pretty much whatever. Pretty whatever. So we can just let's just go right back in the way we were. Okay, I would like to start first, yes. Keep. And he mulliganed the last game. Now he mulliganed to 5. Just like good red and green creatures. Nothing to be fancy about. He's got some high quality creatures. At least for Chaos Drafting. When you don't have synergies, you just try to get individually good cards. And that's what we were kind of lacking, in, like, just not seeing very good cards in any of the packs. No third land, though. Unfortunate. Yeah, not much to do. We don't have double black for the ghoul, and we don't have a third land to play any of our other creatures. Wild Hunger, +3/+1 against Trample, and you can flash it back, not bad. And the Elk. So he has the comp trick for next turn even. Good, pretty good, good draw. And this gets him a basic land, so it even ramps him. Oh, not getting a land is so bad. Yeah, I guess we need to keep this guy on the defense. So this is what is exiled right now. He can play it until the end of this turn. It's an instant speed card, but he played it immediately. And he can sacrifice it to this thing. Well, we will need to use the trick. Unfortunately, he can just sack it now and get a land at least out of it. So not a complete loss for him. But they draw the third land. That's good. If we had a reliable way to flip this guy, we had like a red-black deck, I guess, with a lot of discard and madness. It would be probably pretty good. Like the way we have it in our deck is just like a 2-1. Very mediocre. Like, but he has some really cool creatures like this spider Timberland guy that was reprinted recently. Yeah, make it for toughness. Still dies to the puncturing light, thankfully. Kind of awkward, really awkward hand. Like if we attack with both, sure we can kill this if it blocks, but this just trades for this. Or if we just attack with this, it just trades off for that. I guess I don't have anything to have this guy flip, so I guess I'll just attack. Maybe he'll block with a spider, try to hit it. But I doubt, like, I don't know why he would do that. He might just take it, and in that case it's great. I guess that's the best line we can hope for. Taking it like a champ. He can also flashback the Wild Hunger from the graveyard now for 4 mana. Ooh, this guy is also really good. He's soulbound, and whenever he pairs with creature, they both have haste. That's really good because he can just soulbound with every new creature. if one trades off and that he's soul bounded with, and he just gives it haste then. Like he's not soul bound with anything, I guess, and he can just do it with this. Now they both have haste. Yeah, this guy probably played already this draft before. I kind of imagine, because he seems like he knows what he's doing. Does not look like somebody who is drafting it for the first time. Oh yeah, we're definitely under pressure. Under pressure. We can play two guys, or we can just hold up the removal spell for this thing. Playing these two guys does not really help us that much. Maybe it does. Better than just this, because then he can just attack with this thing. Oh my god, I tapped so badly. Automatically just use one of each, but it's not actually what you're supposed to do. Because I was supposed to type double black to this. Okay, then I play this guy and keep up the removal still. Whatever. No attacks. I guess our opponent does not even want to talk to us. That's fine. No matter. Like in the roll from the first, from the same pack, it was Avacyn Restored. This one was the original Innistrad, now Crimson Vow. And this guy, like this guy's I think also really good. He just gives stuff dead touch, which is great if he has some first striker or something. Or a trampler. Yeah, this guy obviously knows what he's doing. Like he was picking up all the good cards in the sets, and he knows like the what cards to prioritize from different sets. Okay, this blocks this blocks this. Well, the thing is, if this dies, he just pairs it with the next thing that comes and gives that thing death touch. So we don't even want to do that. We just rather take one here. And kill off that thing. Let's see, how many creatures do we have in the graveyard? 1, 2. So this is a 3/3. I'm gonna play the flyer out. Not attack. Now also the next creature he plays, he can give it haste, because it can soul bond with this guy. Soul bond was such an interesting mechanic. So the wolf now soul bonds with that guy, and it gets haste. And the thing is, he does not even need to attack with these two, he just attacks with all the other creatures that are being soul bonded with them. Well, like if I don't block this, he pumps it. If I do, he just does it to the next creature he has. I guess I'm gonna let it through. He will pump it, but this way he doesn't just give haste to the next stuff immediately. I'm not sure if that's actually worth it. I'll play out. Or do I play out? No, I can't even play out both. And this is now 4-4 because I guess I should put it on this guy because it's a human. It would be a 5-5. It could block this guy. Now I can't block it, and I can't block with that because it will trade off. Next turn we're re-equipping. I hope that you're just gonna start drawing lands a bit. That's our only way to survive. Yeah, now we just don't block with X7, go down to 8, but then we re-equip to this. And it's gonna be a 5-5 because it's gonna be a human. Actually, I can attack with both and just untap it, right? I can untap it, it can untap itself. And I can play the next one then, and like it can give itself vigilance, basically. This and give it the thing. So it's a 5-5. It can block better. And he can give, even if he plays a creature, he can give it haste because the wolf is alive and he's already soul bounded. So this blocks the biggest one. This blocks this, he pumps this, it's 3-4. If he doesn't have a trick, it's okay for us. Obviously, if he has a pump spell, oh, he can flashback actually that thing from the graveyard. I just remembered Wild Hunger. Yeah, exactly. +3/+1. Oh, exactly lethal. Wow, that was the last card he drew. I mean, okay, he could still pump it, but like he gave it +3 and then again +3. GG. I already thought we stabilized, but he just gave it this wolf itself 9 power. Anyway, we still got back the entrance fee in the play points, so it was actually like nice. It was a great experience. I hope you guys liked it. We unfortunately not trophy, but I think it was a really cool one. So I think it's still on for 22 more hours. So if you guys are interested, just jump in and give it a try. And if you like the video, don't forget to leave me a like.